You know, not all the Smoky Mountains center around Sevier County, Tennessee. There's other counties that it includes. And today we're going to be in Hamlin County, and that is in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Now, Hamlin County is known for Davy Crockett. He lived there a short time after he married Polly Finley. And Hamlin County was established in 1870. Well, the cemetery we're going to look at today is even older than that. So, stay with us and let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go outside Sevier County, and we're still going to be in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee, but today we're going to be in Hamlin County, Tennessee. And we're going to look at the Thomas Jarnagin family cemetery. You'll notice in this picture, there's a rock wall surrounding the cemetery. It may be a small family cemetery, but man, it's loaded with history, I'll tell you that. And if you can see on this map, the cemetery is located off of Interstate 81, and it's south of Morristown, Tennessee. Now, if you travel from Knoxville, you would take Interstate 40 eastbound, then onto I-81 north and exit 8. And it's just off River Road, and not too far from Nolichucky River, which flows into Douglas Lake. I'm going to give you just a few minutes to look at that. Now here's a map of the cemetery itself, and it was drawn in 1976. The monument is in honor of the Jarnagin family that's buried here, and was erected by their descendants. The monument talks about the other people that are buried here. And the earliest burial that we could find was 1802, so it's a really old cemetery. They are only 28 people here, but like I said at the beginning, some interesting history. So I hope you got your pens ready to write down some last names for your ancestors. All right, let's get started. The first one we have here is Anna Jarnagin Carson, and Anna was born in 1778 to 1833. Darlutha Jarnagin Carter, 1815 to 1838. Chelsea Jarnagin, 1774 to 1826. And there is no picture of his grave, but we do know that he was born in Halifax County in Virginia. And then we have his wife, Martha Barton Jarnagin, 1774 to 1843. And we couldn't find a photo of her grave, but she was born in Halifax County, Virginia also. And now we have Mary Ann Witt Jarnagin, 1753 to 1829. She also came from Halifax County, Virginia, and there's no pictures of her grave. And now this is her husband, Thomas Jarnagin, 1746 to 1802, and he was born in Pennsylvania County, Virginia. You can see his original headstone in the background of this photo, and his burial was the very first one in this cemetery. He brought his family to East Tennessee around 1778. He also served as a captain under Colonel John Sevier in the militia during the Revolutionary War. Their purpose was to engage the British battle. As the troops assembled, it became clear that if they proceeded accordingly, their homes, wives, and children would be exposed to attack by marauding bands of Indians. The most practical course was to leave a force roughly equivalent to 1/2 the number to guard to protect the homes of their frontier. Thomas was ordered to be one of those who did not march out to participate in the Battle of Kings Mountain in 1780. The battle was later designated by historians as a turning point in the Revolutionary War in the South. Now, in 1783, he settled his family near a bend of the Nolichucky River and built Mount Harmony, their home, in what is now known as Hamlin County, Tennessee. This photo is from an old newspaper article, and it says the home was fortified to serve against the Indian attacks. And it was said that the home served as a courthouse when Tennessee was part of North Carolina after the state of Franklin fizzled out. Now that's cool. If you've ever been into an old home that has been fortified from Indian attacks, they had cubby holes, they had people in the ceilings, they built ladders and would roll them up at night instead of steps. Anything they could do to keep the Indians away. Okay, let's move on. We've got Fidelia Carson Kimbrough, 1809 to 1834. Elizabeth Leeper, 1837 to 1838, and she was only 1 year old. Louis Feltner Leeper, 1810 to 1888, and his wife, Lucinda Jarnagin Leeper, 1811 to 1872. Now, there are several bodies buried here there's no graves, there's no gravestones, but we do know their names. So we have Tony Lee Hamby, 1995 to 2017. That's the newest one. We have Benjamin Jarnagin, 1788 to 1815. Elizabeth Mosey Conway Jarnagin, 1792 to 1816. Preston Bynum Jarnagin, 1791 to 1828. And he was the son of Thomas and Mary Ann Jarnagin that we looked at a little earlier. We also have Susanna Lee Jarnagin, 1788 to 1850. And the last known person in this cemetery is Major Lee Jr., 1775 to 1821. There are, however, 12 graves with nothing but creek rock or simple marker stones. No names, no dates. And this is going to finish our look at the Thomas Jarnagin Family Cemetery in Hamlin County, Tennessee. And before we finish up, I want to thank you all for all your kind words and everything that you have sent to us, the prayers, the thoughts. It means so much to me about losing my brother Mark. Mark was a great guy, professional drummer. I don't know what it is, but something just hits different when a sibling passes away than it did with even my dad. If you all don't mind, I may ramble just a little bit, but with your parents, especially when they're elderly, you kind of prepare yourself for the moment because you know it's bound to happen. But the way that my brother went is really shocking and unexpected. But we just want to appreciate and thank you all for all your kind words. And I'm sorry that I haven't been on here myself. But like I said, thank you again. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this little cemetery, you never know in these little small family cemeteries, the histories that you can find. And this sure had a lot of history. And thank you again for watching. I'm sorry I've stumbled on some words today and may not have even made sense. I don't know. Still ain't got it all together yet, but if y'all continue to remember me and my family in your prayers, I sure appreciate it. And I'll see you next week, hopefully, for a new cemetery. And thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.